Hello and welcome. Our top story today is from Madagascar. President Andry Rajoelina has dissolved his government following days of deadly youth-led protests over water shortages and power cuts. The East African island nation of Madagascar was witnessing its largest protests in years as thousands of Gen Z protesters took to the streets. The rallies were triggered by frustration over frequent power cuts and water scarcity, but soon turned into calls for the president to resign. Now, earlier, President Rajoelina had sacked his energy minister in response to the protests, but continued anger on the streets prompted him to dissolve his entire government.
Therefore, in accordance with Article 54 of the Constitution, I have today taken the decision to dismiss the Prime Minister and dissolve his government. Pending the appointment of the new government, the current government team will continue to serve on an interim basis and handle day-to-day affairs until a new government is appointed.
The United Nations reports at least 22 people were killed in days of protests and more than 100 were injured, although the government has not confirmed these figures. The protests turned violent as police responded with tear gas and rubber bullets to disperse crowds. On Monday, protesters gathered at the university in the capital of Antananarivo and attempted to march through the city centre. However, they were met with a police crackdown.
As soon as we move, we are surrounded. As soon as we speak, we are silenced. What is this? Are we in kindergarten? Are we in kindergarten where when you are told to sit down, we sit down? That's what we're experiencing right now. How many more years are we going to accept this without anything changing? Stand up, we have to change things. If you want something better, you have to fight for it. We all have to stand up and fight.
The protests have been inspired by other Gen Z movements in Kenya and Nepal. The recent rallies in Nepal led to the fall of the government. The movement has also adopted a pirate flag symbol from the Japanese anime series One Piece. The One Piece logo was also used in youth-led anti-regime protests in Nepal as well as Indonesia. Despite the government being sacked, protests have continued to mobilize.
They say we are a TikTok generation, a generation of idiots. And when we rise up, they don't let us speak out about the country's problems. A message for you, Mr. Andry Rajoelina. When you led the protests, they let you do it. It was okay. But when we young people fight for the country, you stop us.
The protests have also been followed by widespread looting. The Gen Z movement claims that anonymous groups were paid to loot businesses to tarnish their movement and undermine the ongoing struggle.
We were peaceful, we were singing, we were chanting, we were saying, give us our rights, the right to live, really. But then some people took advantage of it, and there were others who were rather provocative. I would say they did not follow instructions from Gen Z.
Madagascar, despite its vast natural resources, remains one of the world's poorest countries. According to the World Bank, nearly 75% of the population lived below the poverty line in 2022. The country has experienced frequent popular uprisings since gaining independence from France in 1960. This includes mass protests in 2009 when Rajoelina first came to power through a military-backed coup. He stepped down in 2014, but returned after winning the 2018 election and secured a third term in December of 2023. But the poll was marked by controversy and alleged irregularities. Many in Madagascar remain unhappy with his rule, saying he has failed to deliver on promises. And I quote, "We want to live, not survive." This has become the central slogan of the movement against his rule.
16 years in power. We've given him chance after chance. He makes us drunken promises. All he cares about is himself and his own family. Meanwhile, here we are dying of starvation.
This is yet another protest led by Gen Z, with young people marching for change. But can it deliver the transformation the Malagasy are seeking?
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakaljo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$4
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.